So first of all, let me just start off with thank you for those who've been liking and subscribing to my videos. Again, each one is one more step into making 100. Again, that's my goal in the next 6 months. And so yeah, thank you so much for those who's been supporting me. Alright, so just like the title says, so do I want to be a military YouTuber? I think it will be a missed opportunity if I don't, right? I am part of this community, right? And I've been in it in 8 years, so to be a YouTuber and not touch on that, again, it will be a missed opportunity. And again, my whole thing is about talking about entertainment and movie reviews, but it's more like come for the entertainment, stay for the Q&A, and I do want to talk about culture and purpose, right? And there's nothing better than that has influenced me more than my military life. And again, it has provided me a sense of direction, and it pretty much, it's who made me the man I am, right? So not talking about military will definitely be a missed opportunity. And so obviously talking about purpose, I would like to translate what I learned from my Air Force life into my talking on it in YouTube, right? So definitely I want to use it, but I don't think I will be so heavily on it. I'll touch on military stuff, but I guess it'll be an avenue to use in the future. So getting into this military YouTube discussion, right? So it all stemmed from mostly because there is a military YouTube community that I am learning about, right? There's a lot of military YouTubers pioneered by Kyle Gott. So Kyle Gott, right? So my former troop actually brought him to my attention, right? And so when I told my troop, like, hey, I'm doing this YouTube videos and all this stuff, and he's like, hey, you should check out this guy, Kyle Gott. And it was interesting for him because as soon as he went to BMT, he was going to BMT. As soon as Kyle was going to tech school, my troop was going to tech school. And then he went to Kadena, my troop went to Kadena, and then Kyle Gott went to Nellis, and then my troop went to Creech, right? Not the same base, but Vegas, right? So pretty much almost lining up to with his direction, just different job fields. And so when it comes to learning about Kyle Gott and these other military YouTubers, Kyle Gott essentially is someone who just got out right now. He's still here in Vegas. It would be great if I could meet him, but really he has been the pioneer when it comes to military YouTubers, because he has been the one who started it, and he was really smart to do it. Like, he was the one who, like, how to prepare for BMT and how to prepare for ALS, how to make staff the first time and all this stuff. And so his views he has a lot of views because people are constantly looking about how to know about these certain asking about these questions and learning about this information, especially when it comes to millennials and Gen Z. Guess what? Compared to Google, YouTube is the next largest search engine, so they're obviously looking into it and like looking up these questions, right? So he's really smart in that manner, but also by being a pioneer, he got a lot of learning from him and the things that he's been posting lately. Like, he's got a lot of slack from upper leadership about him making YouTube videos, and then again, him paving the way allowed us to be more about this. And it was more of his peers and below that was pretty cool with it. It was just upper leadership that didn't like it. But at the same time, he got like pinged by the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force saying like, hey, you're doing a good job. We need people like you. So because he's pretty much giving free advertisement to the Air Force, like join the Air Force, which is great. Like, me personally, again, I am thankful and I am blessed to have the leadership and the experiences I have. Military life is not meant for everyone, but so far it has been blessed and fortunate for me. And again, I should be another voice in this community because I'm pretty dang blue, okay? Like, when it comes to ALS, I was like Reveille Commander. I did honor guard throughout my whole career. And so like, I am pretty dang blue, but I could still be real, right? And not just be so like, hey, propaganda. I mean, overall, like, I understand people leaving the Air Force and everything, but for me, it has been worked out. And it just me being in the Air Force is pretty much my niche in my family. My sister's a nurse, and me being the first in my family being in the military, it's pretty much my niche, which makes me unique, right? And really, wearing the uniform for me is my superpower. It's my Iron Man suit, you know, it's my iron spider suit. It's what, but obviously, you know, if you can't, if like what Tony Stark said, like if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have the suit. So obviously, me being in uniform doesn't just is not my only superpower. I had to rely on my individual skills, right, and talents and abilities. But yeah, learning about this military YouTuber community, obviously there's a lot more I have to look into, and there's a lot. I didn't think that there was other people, but there's people from other branches that are doing it. And so, like I said, I want to be another voice in that, and that, you know, me and everyone's experience is different, right? And I think I can provide a good, not only aesthetic, or I can provide a good insight into my own life, because yes, I'm calm, but I have not worked. I'm not that calm. That's a common saying. But I mean, there's a lot of insight that I can still provide. Because again, leadership has been my passion as far as helping other people, cultivating other folks into developing themselves, developing their leadership, right? And so it's another reason why I want to create my channel, is not just to help out like the everyday military folks, airmen and all this stuff, but to help out everyone. I think everyone needs, leadership is an essential portion of life, right? Leadership is like in every aspect of every career ever, whether you're an entrepreneur and you're your own boss, or you work for a corporate. Everyone needs leadership in their lives. And so that's one of my driving factors as far as doing my channel, and in my own personal mantra and my own life purpose. So yeah. A few weeks ago, Kyle Gott put out a live stream, and I got to ask one of my questions in his super chat, saying like, okay, what are your top 3 advices for military YouTubers? And I'll cut into it.
Mitch, shout out for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. Hey, Kyle, talking about military YouTubers, top 3 advice to watch out for. Ooh, that's a good one. I would say what, like biggest advice, right? So because Mitch did the super chat, I'm going to kind of focus on his question for a little bit. So I apologize to anybody else that comments and I miss it. But top 3 things, advice for military YouTubers is follow AFIs, know the rules, know the AFIs. Not just because so you can stay out of trouble, as in like not break a rule, but so if somebody tries to call you out for something and you're like, no, I am totally within my guidelines and my rights to do this video or talk about this subject. So know the rules just so you can not only protect yourself, but defend yourself. The next thing would be don't be afraid to put things to the side if real life takes over. So for instance, like when I was studying for my CDCs, I put down YouTube for a few months, and don't feel like you have to make videos nonstop. And if you stop making videos for 6 months, you know, like that's it. Because what's going to happen over those 6 months is your other videos are going to keep growing. And then when you finally come back and you're like, oh, I finally have time now, you're going to have way more of an audience. You're going to have way more viewers, and you didn't even do anything during that time. You just focused on your real life. So I would say just give it time. Don't be afraid to focus on what's going on in your real life, and don't be afraid to put YouTube to the side for a little bit. I did that, like even on this road trip, I barely posted on this channel, and this channel still grew like 10,000 subscribers in those months that I was on the road trip, and I didn't even really post. And then my last thing of advice would be just have fun. And if you really want to help people, answer questions that you had yourself. If you wrote down any questions way back in the day, go back and answer them. Go back and find those questions that you wrote down somewhere and answer them for people. Because if you have that question, I guarantee you are not the only person to have that question. So I would just focus on that. Is if you had a question, other people will probably do. All right, so appreciate it, Mitch, for the $5 super chat. You're the real MVP. Much love.
So I'll go off with his last suggestion is about having fun, and it kind of goes into my other channel, It's Mandatory Fun. But essentially, do this channel because it's fun, right? Like anyone who's doing YouTube, investing their time in YouTube, obviously in the future sense, we would love to get paid for it. But I think the most important factor, and especially for anyone who wants to do YouTube, you got to do this for fun. Like, you got to do this because you want to do this. You shouldn't do this because you're chasing dollars. Obviously, that's something that we all want to do as a side hustle, is to get extra cash and do this for a living. But I think it's more important that we do this because you want to do this, and it is fun for you. And that's also another factor why I want to do my other channel. It's mandatory fun, because like I said, like, we want to do this because it's fun and everything. So yeah, so I will link his whole video below. My section, my question started at the 25-minute mark, around there. So yeah, you can follow me there. And then, so thank you, Kyle, for answering my question and giving me some great advice, right? So wrapping it up, again, please like and subscribe. Again, I'm starting to build my channel. I am nowhere near Kyle Gott, but just like him, someone need to start it from somewhere. So please like and subscribe. Have a comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what jobs you have. Have questions for me to answer in my own YouTube. And yeah, thanks again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And see you in the next video. Thanks. Peace out. Bye.